Yawned here. Daylight savings didn't. It's hurting. I'm hurting, and it's early. This is World Studies, Chapter 22 Reflection. This was the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment. It's built to be a short chapter, but the scientific revolution lesson is pretty long, so I split it into two, and then the Enlightenment is a day. Just the way it works out in the weeks. I could do virtual lessons for 2 weeks for this chapter, even though it's so short. So we cover the scientific revolution in a lesson and the Enlightenment in a virtual lesson, and both of them went fine. I added a Kahoot because it had been a while since we'd done a Kahoot, and kids love Kahoots, so I built some Kahoots for those virtual lessons. The chapter itself got the basic upgrades, pictures, reformatting links, rephrasing things to sound better, the basic stuff. Current event Friday, for some reason, just the way it lines up, is my supplementals keep falling on test days, and I don't like that. So I'll either do one of two things. I'll either, usually I just encourage them to do the supplemental on the study day, which is the Wednesday, the day before the test, and I say, hey, maybe do this, and maybe I'll publish it early or whatever. And this time, I just pushed it back to a day, to Friday, and just gave them only that on Friday, like an easy Friday. So that's how I handled it that time. I guess let's take a look at the test real quick. Advanced World Studies, Speed Grader, 95, average, good. I would say the Enlightenment stuff is a little highbrow. Scientific revolution stuff is like, oh, and then they, discovered what heart disease is or whatever. They used a telescope to discover that the Earth revolves around the sun and stuff like that. But the Enlightenment is some highbrow U.S. government, philosophical stuff. You have to explain natural law and all that. So, but it went fine. The kids seemed to understand what we were talking about. But we really talked about it more in depth in the virtual lessons, which is a minority of the class. Regardless, the chapter went well and relatively smoothly. That's it for now. Take care.